Welcome back to On My Apple Box. And okay, so the Kent family has finally moved to Smallville. Jordan can't go to school in the beginning of the episode because they're afraid that he's going to have more ocular releases of energy, and we don't want that because, you know, you can't just be having ocular releases of energy all over the place. So Jordan not only gets powers but gets to skip school and go flying off with Clark. John thinks this is unfair, and yeah, I agree. Clark and Jordan, they go off to the Fortress of Solitude to see Jor-El, aka Hologramps, and they get a Krypton history lesson, of course. It was a great bonding moment for Clark and Jordan. Unfortunately, it doesn't last long because apparently Jordan's powers aren't full force and not even close to Clark's. John's getting bullied by Sarah's boyfriend and the rest of the football team, and now I kind of want him to get powers too. John's been keeping all his frustrations and everything from having to move away from his school and his girlfriend and having to deal with Jordan stuff, and eventually he kind of snaps and let that all out, and then the boys have kind of a touching twin moment, and just shows again that John is like almost the reincarnation of Clark's dad, Jonathan Kent. Like, this guy is spectacular. And I know I said before that I thought that Jordan and Sarah were gonna date at some point, but this episode kind of gave me the impression that there might be a little attraction between John and Sarah. Like, that could cause some potential rifts between the twins. I hope they don't do that. Hopefully. Oh, and also the twins, or rather Jordan, gets a Superman beeper. So Lois is doing her Lois things, and she writes her article about Morgan Edge. And this dude, I mean, I have to admit, he's smart and he's very manipulative. And I'm sure he's going to be a worthy opponent for Lois. She's still going to come out on top, but at least he's going to give her a good fight. She basically quits the Daily Planet and gets hired at the Smallville Gazette. So, Captain Luthor. Okay, so he's out looking for more kryptonite. He done went to Moldova, done went to Mongolia. Are they just hiding kryptonite in M countries? Like, what's that all about? And of course, we have another Superman fight, and it was amazing like the first one. This time, Superman wins. Like, a lot, because he beat the brakes off of Captain Luthor in his little tech suit. And I got a question about this Captain Luthor. Okay, so he's obviously from a different world, and we see at the end that he's from a world where Superman, or he doesn't like them to call him Superman, Kal-El is a black suit Superman who is a evil Superman. And he basically, I guess, destroyed this Captain Luthor's world. So I get that he thinks that Kal-El in this world is bad, or is going to eventually be bad, because he obviously knows that Superman in this world is not like the Superman in his world, because he sends the ship to go blow up people to get Clark to get off of him, because he knows that Clark is going to go save them. So he's aware that Clark is a good Superman, but apparently, or I'm wondering if his Superman, the black suit Superman, used to be good and then turned bad, and so that's why he thinks that's going to happen in this world. So my thing with him is he's not evil. Well, he did send a ship to go blow up people. That's kind of evil, but I guess he knew that Clark or Superman would save them. But anyway, he's not coming from a place of evil. He's coming from a place of, he's actually trying to save this world. He's trying to do something good in his mind. He's now tried to recruit General Lane, Lois's father, because there was a General Lane on his world that he served under that got cut down by Black Suit Superman. General Lane has his issues with Clark. That much is apparent. Like, he would be happy if Clark was just Superman 24/7, like, full stop. He is not supportive, or he is not happy that Lois decided to marry Clark. He wouldn't turn on Clark, right? Like, he wouldn't do that. Like, I feel like deep down he has some kind of loyalty to Clark, to Superman, to, I mean, his daughter and his grandsons, for goodness sake. I think they're gonna make it look like maybe he will have some doubts and maybe turn on Clark, but I think in the end he won't do that. No, he's not gonna do that. This episode looks amazing. I mean, the production value is still on point. The effects are still amazing. The music production in this episode was really good as well. You think Jordan's ready to go back to school? You think he's going to start having accidents of power while he's at school? Do you think John's going to develop powers? Because eventually this bullying thing. But I got to say, John is an athlete, right? So like his identity is kind of tied up in being a top athlete. And if he does develop powers, I guess depending on what those powers are, Clark and Lois probably won't let him play football, play sports and stuff, just like Clark couldn't. And I think that would make him more resentful than not having powers and Jordan having powers. Like, so although I kind of want him to have powers, I'm thinking that I don't know. It might be like if you know the Vampire Diaries, how everybody was a paranormal thing except for Matt Donovan. Like, they specifically kept him a regular human. Well, not regular, but he was a human. Like, he was the only one in the show that didn't get turned pretty much into anything. So I wonder if they're going to do that with John and just keep him powerless and kind of have him and Lois kind of be that balancing of Clark and Jordan. Because I feel like even though Holograms said that Jordan didn't have full powers, it might be like, you know, in a lot of these stories, the kids, they only to start developing their powers like during puberty. Okay, he's a little past puberty now, but like maybe it develops slowly over time. Like maybe it's just not going to come full stop like Clark's did because he's not full Kryptonian. I still feel like Jordan will grow in his powers and prove Jor-El wrong. That's just my thoughts on it. So what did you think about the episode? Do you think that John's going to develop powers? Do you want John to develop powers? Do you think that him and Sarah might have something later on and bring some kind of strife between him and Jordan? I don't know. You let me know. Until next time on my Apple Box. Bye.